Welcome back. We are in Grenoble for the Open Division of the Spring Tour, the new format of the EUCS. We have Iznogood facing Beefire from Italy, I think. He's now starting this game on offense, a lot of pressure from the defense here, but slowly and now steadily making their way through it. Some quick give and goes, quick throws to this zony looking defense. And that's an easy goal for Izno. Way to work it up against that zone. Struggling a little bit at the beginning, but patiently and slowly working their way up until they just went off to the races. And with quick disc movements, quick throwing and going, giving them the first goal of this game. Out of bounds by Iznogood. So Beefire will take it from the brick mark here. Iznogood with what looks like a zone of its own. Beefire trying to find some options, a lot of open people behind the disc, not so much in front of this, and an injury is called, I believe. Should be good to move on still. Still discussing what happened. Looks like an uncontested foul. Beefire still with the disc. Oh, nice shot through the cup there. Moving this to the other side of the field. Defense now switched to a person defense. Quickly adjusted by Beefire. Noticing that as well. Getting more cuts. More movement by players off the disc. Nice dump swing towards the break side. There's an open dump there. Gets it there. Big call. High disc right in front of the end zone. Holds onto it, and another call on the field. High release, lefty backhand, well defended by Iznogood with their first break chance of the game. With an immediately deep shot, 3 defenders there, but somehow holds onto it, drops the disc, but it gets flipped up again by the defense, it seems, being able to make the catch. And another stoppage. Some dancing on the field, maybe a travel call. A lot of discussion again. This goes back. And players also have to go back then, of course. He's now still with a lot of open players here on the left side of the field. Gets it to Maurice. Nice break shot, well defended but not well enough. And an easy dishy for that break by Iznogood. Good point there after that hug. It was a bit risky with 3 defenders there, but somehow still managed to make the grab. And after that it was easy going for Iznogood with a quick play, just like in their first point, getting it slowly but steadily upfield into the end zone. Huge pull by Iznogood, a lot of hang time, a little bit of miscommunication who picks it up. So the defense right there to set up again in their zony look. Another call on the field. Looked like the thrower slapped the marker in the face, but maybe something else happened. It's hard to tell from here. But this time quickly resolved and play resumes. Nice shot through the cup, now advancing on the field. Layout bid there by, I think that's Bouchon, not sure. No call, nice bid. And Iznogood with another chance to break. And a huge hug goes up. That's a little bit too huge, floats out of the back of the end zone. Receiver not able to reel it in. Iznogood again setting up their zone. Immediately two people crowding around the disc. Get a throw off and immediately to the cup. Has a deep cutter. Decides not to take that shot. Well defended. Now some good give and go. A lot of flow there on the offense, but maybe a little bit too much. Huge layout D there. And a second D attempt by maybe number 17. Or maybe not. But there's a call, I think, on that second D attempt by B3. Uncontested. Or so it seems. But they are still discussing. A lot of calls already, I must say, first 3 points of the game. Already 4 or 5 calls. Hopefully they will be able to clean up the game a little bit before it starts getting out of hand. Ball seems to be contested, so this goes back. Players will have to reset. Not sure if they all remember where they were when that throw went up. But B3 now with a chance to get their first goal of this game. Beautiful shot to the other side of the field. The free number 16. And another call on the field. Big call. Pagano here with the disc, looking for a lot of options on the break side. Couldn't really get one of them off. Now with an easy left dishy. And back with the disc in his hand. A lot of big fakes, not a lot of options. Another lefty backhand. Number 16 now with a disc in front of the end zone. Has an option on the break side, but well marked. Couldn't get the throw off. And finally a nice inside shot. Was that in the end zone? Yes, it was. Defender signaling the goal. That's the first goal of the game for B3, making it 2-1 to Iznogood. Both teams already played one game this morning. Iznogood going down to French side Quijotes, if I pronounce that correctly, in an exciting game 9-10. And then we had Beefire playing against Solebeng from Switzerland, losing that first game 13-5. So both teams here looking for their first win of this tournament. So big pull by Beefire, fielded by Iznogood. Going out in a horizontal stack. Bouchon streaking deep and immediately coming under. Nice shot to the break side. Iznogood happy to just keep continuing with the undercuts. Working that up nice and slowly, but there's a drop by number 94. And Beefire with their first chance to break in this game. And they throw in immediately a hook into the end zone. Got by Beefire, couldn't see it there, but from the looks of his teammates, they're all very happy. Nice goal under pressure of the defense, still able to make that goal, bringing it back to 2-2. So that's one break each. There's a bit of a layer on the stream, as you might have noticed already. There's some different lighting coming into the lens of the camera, making it look a little bit, how do you say, wazig, we would say in Dutch. But luckily we can still see enough of the game to make it enjoyable. But just in case you were wondering where that's coming from. So Iznogood with another chance for their O-line to get this hold. Still on serve, so everything to play for yet. But they're really looking to get this hold here. Beefire with a tight defense coming out of this point. Looking quite zony, but Iznogood comfortable to just work their way through it. A lot of players behind or around the disc. Now moving it forward, number 21. Getting it again. And a nice shot to number 9 and an easy dish. Great point by number 21. Getting almost every other every other pass once the disc advances on the field. And a nice easy hold for the Iznogood O-line. Short pull by Iznogood, quickly advancing up the field, freebies here. Beefire tight defense, a lot of pressure from Iznogood there, but they managed to hold on to it. Number 55 now, Crosetto to Moretti. Back to a nice, almost no pivot backhand to break the mark for an easy goal by the O-line. Beautiful throw by number, not sure, 54 maybe, Pagano. And then nice easy offense by Beefire. Good clean hold. And now Iznogood's O-line out there again on the field. Pull out of bounds, so Iznogood here, breaking it. Starting with a split stack with Beefire and Bouchon on the right side here of the field. Bouchon immediately goes deep. The hug is very fast, very low, and just a little bit too far. Not enough float on that throw for Bouchon to be able to catch it. So another break chance for Beefire. Has a deep shot, doesn't take it. I think that's a smart decision. Instead decides to dump it. More deep cuts coming from this Beefire teams, all of them from quite far, so not easy for the throwers to hit those shots. And they turn it over on an easy dump cut. Bouchon now to pick up the disc. Looks upfield. Getting it back and a nice cut, but the throw is too floaty with this wind. And it gets defended by Beefire. And they take a timeout, giving the players a little bit of rest, maybe coming out hard on offense to try to get this break. Beefire here coming out in a vertical 1-6 stack. So one handler, 6 cutters coming out of the timeout. Like that stack is very spread out. So I'm very curious to see what play they have in store for us. A lot of cutters immediately start running, but they don't really get something out from it. Now converting back to a regular 5-2 stack, maybe a misthrow. Defender was there, number 7, Christopher Red. Could be a call here by Bolotaulo, but I really think that the defense got there first. I think that the defense was really there, just catching the disc coming straight into him. Number 2, trying to bid into the defense, catching that disc. But I would say clean catch by the defense. Well, this goes back, uncontested call there. So B3 still with this break opportunity here. Oof. Wide open player, but the throw is really low, still able to hold on to it though. And the deep shot goes off. That's a beautiful pass, but doesn't catch that. That's such a shame. Receiver cannot really read it properly. Maybe a bit of wind into play, I don't know. It's a beautiful throw. And Iznogood's O-line answers with a hug of their own. Who is there to catch it? I cannot see, but someone does. That's a beautiful throw. I wish we could have seen how that one ended up. But it seems like there was just someone, little snake in the grass maybe, sneaking off to the deep space. Not seen by the defense there. But the thrower just picks it up and immediately hucks it one end zone to the other end zone. Very impressive. You love to see it. Floaty pull goes all the way out of bounds, but still lands in. Defense right there to set up. Weird bit by number 47 there. And B3, nice, super fast shot through the cup there. Yeah, B3, whatever Iznogood's zone or person defense was there, B3, no issue with it at all. Just finding the open players, advancing this up the field. Some nice passes, easy score into the end zone. And that makes it 4 4. Nice pull by Beefreeze. Free Beefree. And they're also coming out in what looks like a zony look maybe on the handlers, but I still see some one-on-one defense on a cutter here on this side. Maybe just a wing doing a good job. Iznogood slowly passing in between the handlers, trying to figure out where the open spaces on the field are. Well, there is one. Nice hammer over the top, or bladey throw over the top there. Opening up the whole field for Iznogood. But defense back into position. Very interesting floaty bladey backhand into the end zone for an easy goal for Iznogood. Some nice creative throws this point. Nice to see. Good point by Iznogood, making it 5-4. 2 breaks, 1 break each. So Beefree here with an offense against another zone by Iznogood. A lot of players around the disc there, but still managed to get some throw off. A thrower pointing where he wants his receivers to be. Oh, and an unfortunate drop there by Beefreeze, and Iznogood with a chance for a break here. Nice continuation by Iznogood. Thrower streaking upfield, but that's just a misthrow maybe into the wind. Too high release, too much angle for what should have been an easy up the line throw. And Beefreeze get another chance to get this hold. Beefreeze now off to the races with a lot of tiny passes going upfield. Iznogood now putting a bit more pressure on defense. Nice continuation of the field, but there's no gutter to give this player an option. That's unfortunate. There was nice flow from Beefreeze, but ended there when one cutter got it on the sideline and none of the other 3 cutters made a continuation cut, making them have to go back to their handlers and giving Iznogood another chance to set up the defense. Nice shot to one of the dumps and then high release forehand grabbed out of the air by the player from Beefreeze. And that's a hold for them, making it 5-5. So 5-5 now with both teams getting one break in this half. It's a very tight game. Are both teams looking for their first win this tournament? And Iznogood now having their O-line back out there trying to get this hold. Big floaty pool going up. Defense is already there when it comes down. That's a great pool. A lot of hang time. Defense ready to set up when Iznogood picks up the disc, but they quickly get it, and that looks like a layout hand block maybe from Beefreeze. Camera didn't quite get that, but that's what I assume happened. Very, very good defense by Beefree player. Now with another chance to break for them. Looks like he had some options under, but he goes for a risky deep shot. Somehow one of his teammates comes down with it, dishing it off, and another pass that is just too high. These players need to pay a little bit more attention to what's happening with the wind and just keeping those discs low and flat. Make it easy for their receivers to catch them. Unfortunate error there with a good chance to break for Beefreeze, but Iznogood back on offense. Setting up in what looks like kind of a split horizontal stack with a cut immediately deep. The hug goes up, another defender is there. Again, we cannot see what happened, but that looks like a turnover. Good eye from the other defender there all the way on the right side of the field. Saw that hug going up and immediately chased down to help his teammate make that defense. So Beefree now with another break chance this point. Advancing the disc, but there's a call on the field. Some contact made off the disc there. Two players maybe bumping into each other. Another long discussion on the field here, but play resumed even though the camera is not really getting what's happening. There might be another call, but the camera focused on the game that's happening behind us maybe. And there we are. Oh, and that's a hand block. You maybe just missed it or you just saw it, but I think that was number 10, maybe 21. Not sure, with a hand block immediately off the stoppage. And Iznogood with another chance to get their hold, this time a bit closer to the end zone, and an easy dish from Buchon to number 17, or not, 57, sorry, number 57, Beefire with the assist there into the corner. So a hold for Iznogood. Had to work a little bit for it, but manages to make that point anyway, making it 6-5 for the French team. And that's either a timeout or maybe halftime on time, so we will be back in a minute or two. And we're back with Iznogood against Beefire, Italy against France. Iznogood with the ball coming out of half. Game is still on serve, early halftime at 5-6 for Iznogood. So Beefire, O-line can tie up the game here at 6-6. Iznogood's ball going out of bounds. So Beefire taking it from the brick mark. Oh, maybe looks like the disc, went out of bounds before the middle line. So Beefire smartly choosing not for the brick option, but just taking those extra meters upfield, getting it from the sideline. There's a really open option there behind, number 55. Swings it to number 1, La Placa. Iznogood again with a zoney kind of look. Trying here to stop that Beefire offensive flow. Number 11 now to 24. Fakes the upfield throw, but a beautiful backhand through the cup there. Beefire looking very patient. Number 16 pointing his teammates to where he wants them to be. Beefire happy to just take the easy options, trying to find the holes in the zone. Nice off backhand. Fakes the hammer, but decides the better of it. It's like an easy dump pass behind. Ooh, nice tour over the cup. Beefire's very patient here. Not worried too much about advancing, just getting the disc from one player to the other, waiting to find that one throw. It's gonna break it open. Ooh, a bit of a floaty throw, but the receiver, number 11, is there for it. Ooh, and this one he cannot hold on to it. Throw a little bit too far in front of him. Tries to bid for it, but cannot quite get there. Iznogood now with the first break chance of this half. And that's a beautiful throw. Nice, easy break opportunity by Iznogood. But there's a call on the field and a lot of frustration there by some Iznogood players, getting really upset there by that call. You don't love to see that. But a lot of calls already this game. Clean it up a little bit in the second part of the first half. So let's hope that this is just a one-time thing. But guts to keep your cool there. And Iznogood just taking the same shot, going for that same corner and that same player, making that break to make it 7-5 for the French team. Iznogood with a short pull, not well fielded by Beefries, but centering it before the defense can set up. Iznogood again with that zony look. Beefries getting through it with a lot of tiny passes. Transition to person defense now. Another call on the field. Fakes it around. It does a Blady backhand into the Blady forehand into the end zone. Maybe not the best choice in these windy conditions. Receiver cannot hold on to it. Maybe hurts himself in the process. It's replaced by Beltramo, number 27. And Iznogood with another chance to break in the second half. Immediately hucks it deep. Not sure if that's the best decision with two defenders there. And number 55, I think, Andrea Crosetto with the D. It's going to be a call on the field. Number 69, not happy with that contact there. Benjamin Fenrich. But in the end, thinks the better of it and signals the turnover, I hope. Yes, and Beefries with another attempt to get this hold. Ooh, I like that. He picks it up immediately. Defender is waiting for him there on the end zone line, but he decides to take the shot immediately. The receiver was ready for it. And Beefreeze advanced up the field quite quickly with a nice leading bladey forehand. Now defense is finally set up, putting a lot more pressure on Beefreeze now. Double cut, but number 55 comes down with it, and a big call during that collision. Because just for the mark to set up there, number 55 Grosseto with a good catch under pressure from his own teammate maybe. Now with the disc. Nice cut by number 54 and another bladey forehand into the end zone. Great defense by Iznogood. And celebrated by a lot of his teammates. Number 54, Andrea Pagano, maybe a little bit too eager to get that goal for his team. Throws a bladey forehand, not the best choice in this windy condition. And the defense was right there. I believe that was number 9, Priou Martin with that D. Or maybe 69, Benjamin Fenrich. Or 99, Rouliard, sorry. It's hard to see these numbers from all the way in Diemen. And another defense. Nice one by the player from B3. Picked it up immediately. Swings it to the break side. Number 91 now. With the disc. Ooh, and a nice cheeky defense there. Went for that inside shot, but so did the defender. Good vision by number 40, Busquet, to get that sneaky defense. And there's the hug. Ooh, it's a little bit short, but the offense also saw that the receiver comes down with it. Isno now for a chance to break again. Some nice flow between the hander, and there's a streaking hander going upfield, but well picked off by the marker there. Seem to be still some people poaching, so there must be people free. But a good defensive look here for the end zone defense by Beefreeze. And Iznogood having to play it backwards with number 10 now with the disc in his hand. Nice give and go with number 47 on the end zone line. Nice high release, whatever that was, for another break for Iznogood, making it, I believe that's 8-5, the most dangerous score in Ultimate. So Iznogood with 2 breaks in the second half. Saw some nice defense by both teams, but Iznogood seems to be the more patient teams of the two of them at this moment. Really slowly working their way up the field, taking those nice shots. A little bit of risk sometimes, but a bit more calculated, I think, than the Italians, who are still trying to take some shots, maybe not so aware of what the wind is doing with that disc, making it really hard for their receivers and a bit easier for their defense. So let's see if the Italians can adjust a little bit their throwing and get back into this game with some hold and some breaks of their own. Nice fast pull there by Iznogood. Makes it all the way into the end zone, but quickly fielded by Beefreeze. Nice pressure from Iznogood. No option upfield, so has to go to his dump. Ooh, and a little bit of a miscommunication, maybe misthrow, the disc ending up behind the receiver, not ready for it, and unable to catch that one. And Iznogood with a short break opportunity here to make it 9-5, and they do number 51 with the assist. That's 3 breaks in a row for Iznogood. And B3 really needing to do something different here to make sure that they don't run away with it. All right, B3 now with another chance to hold. Iznogood with a person defense. Not a lot of movement from the cutters. Maybe they wanted to do a little bit of a handler-dominated play here to start with. Now finally some cutters coming back. Doesn't take the open option. Instead goes for a forehand hug. Somehow gets it to the receiver. And another hug into the end zone. The defense was already there, and it's also a little bit too far. And another turnover for B-Freeze with an attempted throw into the end zone. Iznogood now with a chance of the 4th break of this half. Nice catch there on the side of the field and a huge backhand hug, but also seen by the defense there. Offense does catch it, uncontested call, and the play resumes immediately. One of the fastest resolved calls of this game, just as fast as that give and go for the goal by Iznogood. A timeout taken by B-Freeze after a 5-point run by Iznogood. Getting together here, trying to make some changes and maybe get some more points in. Because with this new system, the ranking system that the UF is using this year, every point counts, a bit like what we're used to from Windmill with the Swiss draw, but not really the same. But it really matters whether you win with 15-5 or you win with 15-10. and the same for losing. So even if you're behind, you still want to try to get as many points as you can to get your ranking points for the end of the season. So I think smart timeout here from B-Freeze. Try to give their O-line a little bit of rest and try to get maybe a few more points on the board for them. So time is almost up here. B3 maybe trying to get 1 or 2 more goals in before the end of the game. And Iznogood with another floaty pull into the end zone. Almost into the end zone. Person defense here from Iznogood with a poach in the lane, making sure there's no easy under option. Huge fakes by the thrower. Calls a foul on the marker there. Quickly resolved and play resumes uncontested. Foul. Fakes the deep and doesn't quite connect to the dump cut. Another turnover by B-Freeze and another chance from Iznogood for the break and maybe even the win in this game. That's Bouchon with a quick catch and go. Getting it back right in the middle in front of the end zone and an easy pass into the end zone for the 11-5, the 6th point in a row for Iznogood here. Really came out strong in the second half. A lot of pressure on defense, some nice quick offense. Oh, Iznogood with a good rolling pull, rolls out of the back of the end zone, so B-Freeze able to check it in on the end zone line. But defense all ready and set up for that first throw. Iznogood with another junky kind of look, really trying to stop the offensive flow here. Pushing B-Freeze back into their own end zone. Trying to get out of it with a huge over-the-top throw maybe, but well defended by Iznogood, who immediately off to the races and into the end zone for another goal, making it 12-5 for the French. All right, Iznogood with a bit of a shorter pull this time. Still quick to set up on their defense. Person defense, very tight. Beefire's not having a lot of options. Goes for a hammer over the top to number 24. Gets it back to 93 and fakes so hard he drops the disc, or maybe hits it against the marker. And then whose fault is that? I think that's what they're discussing right now. All right, seems like the disc stays with number 93. Passes it backwards. Ooh, high release backhand blocked, but still catches it. And another bladey flick into the end zone. Nice, well defended by Iznogood. There are two defenders there. One comes down with it. That's a very close call. Catching the disc with just a toe on the sideline, but only one toe still means out of bounds. So Beefire again with another chance to get their first goal of the second half here. Ooh, and a misthrow on that dump pass, well defended by Iznogood. Immediately goes for some deep threat, thinks twice about it, and now off to the races. Throw doesn't go up, nice backhand inside, back to number 10. Quick give and go. Upfield number 99 now, looking towards the end zone. But nice, patient dump pass backwards. Not too much movement from the cutters there. Happy to wait until the handlers bring it further up the field, and another call, but quickly resolved. Maybe a bit too quickly. Not everyone was ready for that to go so fast. So the disc goes back here to the thrower. Nice around backhand. Iznogood has been very patient in front of the end zone this game. Let's see if they can keep that up. They cannot. A missed throw on that dump pass, defended by Beefire. A huge backhand hook goes up. A lot of people are there. Ooh, not defended, but maybe the offense didn't quite expect that disc to come into his hands, and he drops it. Iznogood quick to pick it up again. Number 10, nice pass. A wide open player right here makes himself available. Number 37. A nice quick movement by Iznogood. Ooh, but that throw a little bit too far, too high. And receiver cannot get to it. So Beefire once again with the disc in their hands, looking for that first goal of the second half. Again, setting up what looks like no, thinks twice about it and just goes for a regular horizontal stack. Cutters seem to be quite deep. Not having an easy option, and almost at layout Callahan by number someone 99 for Iznogood. High release over the top, picked up by number 47. Very tight pressure defense by Iznogood. Beefire not having a lot of options to work with. And a nice up the line cut by number 46, and a hammer for the goal, making it 12-5 for Iznogood. Iznogood leading 13-5. No goals by Beefire yet in the second half. It's a 7-point run by Iznogood. Ooh, and a roller pull. Does it go out of the back or do they have to take it there? Ooh, that is quite lucky. Had he touched it, he would have had to take it on the back line, but now able to walk it up to the end zone line to start play. Again, maybe